Hello friends, Keisha H here. I am in the garden. I am having to do a voiceover, friends, because I recorded this lovely video. I thought I did a fabulous job and I forgot to turn the mic on, so please forgive me here. I am doing this video on behalf of one of my good friends in these YouTube streets, Miss Doretha from Butter Roll Boutique. She has gotten the gardening bug. She has planted a few things in a raised bed and in some containers in her backyard. And we are so very proud of her and all of her efforts. She has eaten tomatoes and some greens and other such vegetables from her garden. So we're very proud of her and proud that she would even consider me an inspiration to her in her gardening journey. So today we are preparing some potato slips, or rather I'm showing you how to plant and grow sweet potato slips to plant and grow sweet potatoes. Okay, so here we have my little container. This is a recycled and upcycled carton, a cardboard carton that I had gotten some eggs from, and I am repurposing that carton, and it has been going strong for several months now, friends. Pretty much the entire summer, rained on and everything. I placed soil into this carton and I dredged the sweet potatoes down into the soil and have just, watered it occasionally, but you can see all of the vines that are here. And so these are our sweet potato slips. Sweet potatoes do not grow from a sweet potato. Rather, the potato will produce these slips, meaning it will root and the vines will grow from it. And so what you will then do, and I think I have a good quality amount of slips here. They have just grown and grown and grown, and I snipped from it and I've shared from it. But when you have these vines, they grow from it, and you can just snip one off and place it in some water to get some more roots. Or if it already has a good rooting system established on it, look at there, that one is on there pretty snug. And you'll see why it was quite snug when I tried to get it. So I had to go in the house to grab some scissors because I thought I could just pull that one off. But you can see down in there, we have all of these beautiful, healthy slips down in there. And so all you have to do is break one of these off, and if it already has good roots on it, you can go ahead and place it directly into the soil. However, if you want it to be even better and have a better chance of good potatoes, you will take that slip and place it in some water. And I learned from another good friend here in these YouTube streets, from the Frugal Gardener, our frugal friend there, the Frugal Gardener up in West Virginia. He showed, and I tried it. It was an experiment, but I took those sweet potato slips and placed them into a dark container. I was just putting them in a clear glass on my kitchen windowsill, and to get them to root. But I did find that placing it into a container that had a darker rim or whatever, or a darker coating rather, that there was no light getting into that rim, actually produced better roots or quicker roots for me. And so placing these slips, once you're able to get it off of the plant, and I had to go get some gardening shears, and I got that off. But placing this into a darker cup or glass or whatever with water and getting that to root. Now you see that one there? It has some good roots already established on it, but it had already started turning into another potato, friends. Another tuber was already forming on that one, so that's why it was so hard to pull off, because it was a whole other potato. But this one already has some good roots on it, and you could place this one directly into the soil. However, my recommendation would definitely be to take this cup, or take this root, place it into a cup, preferably with rainwater, but you can put it in regular good old tap water. Place it in there, and I have this cup, and it has holes in it. Oops, upside down. So I have this cup with holes in it, and I double layer it like this, right? So when you put that in there and you put the rooted vine down into it, right? You just place that down in there and it will start to root even better. So in about 2 weeks, right? About 2 weeks. Should take no more than about that time to get you some good roots going. And then you can plant it, okay, friends? So that's what I've done here. I took this tuber, these tubers that I have here growing in this pot, and placed it into this cup of water, right? And what you can do, you can just continue, you can use these potatoes until they stop producing, right? And clip them off, shear them off. I'm going to pause here for the noise. So what you can do as these potatoes continue to grow, I want to continue using these potatoes and keeping them on hand as long as possible. I am actually going to try my hand at growing potatoes all year long as I possibly can. Possibly even putting some in a container in the greenhouse this winter, friends, and see if I can grow some potatoes over the winter. We will see how that goes because it does stay pretty sunny throughout in my area. However, the temperatures do drop and everything, but inside the greenhouse, it stays a comfortable temperature. So we're going to see what we can do with sweet potatoes in the greenhouse. In just one little container, friends. We will see what we can do. But in the meantime, these people in these horns. But in the meantime, I just wanted to show you guys how to grow the sweet potato slips. So I'm going to show you in just a second how I took those slips. And I'll show you how I took those slips, friends, and planted them into my container, okay? Okay, friends, let's move over here to the container on the other side of this table here, and I'll show you. So here I have this container here. I hope you can see it. I'm going to try to position this camera. So here are my sweet potatoes growing in this 20-gallon fabric container. So it is growing here, and you can see how beautiful those vines look. They're a little dry. It has been quite dry. We have not had hardly any rain here in the month of August, but these sweet potato vines here are looking very good, very lush, although something's been biting on those. I don't know what that is about, but they are growing, and they are growing all over the place. They are doing well. So all I did was I took slips that I had grown and I placed those into the soil here, and I placed about 4 or 5. I don't think I put more than 6 into this container. This 20-gallon container. I had soil that I had prepared. I had compost, and I had a little bit of cocoa coir and some perlite, right? I put that into this bag, and a little bit of all-purpose container soil into this bag, and I did add additional nutrients into it. Potatoes are heavy nitrogen plants, feeders rather. So I did add additional nitrogen there. So I added some bone meal, and I added some blood meal into this container with that soil. And I put those tuber slips into this container so that we could get some sweet potatoes. So that is our plan, that hopefully in the next month or so, by the end of September, we will be able to harvest sweet potatoes from this container, because these have been in this container since about early May, I believe. May have been late April, but I believe at least since early May that I've had these here. Okay, friends. So I just wanted to show you that. And I've heard that these potato vines, these potato leaves rather, are edible. I've seen another one of my great YouTuber friends, the official Jamia, actually eating sweet potato leaves. I have not tried any yet, but she has tried them. You can check her out. And her channel is official Jamia, where she is actually cooking up and eating sweet potato leaves. But you can see here, these are vining. Make sure you have adequate space for sweet potatoes because they will take over. These are not only in the container spilling over onto the ground and just vining their way everywhere, but they are also going up the trellis that I had there behind there where I did have cucumbers, and the cucumbers are done, but those sweet potato vines are now going up the trellis, and you can see that there behind there. So just wanted to show you guys, show Miss Doretha from Butter Roll Boutique, who has inspired this video, that all you got to do is take some sweet potatoes, let those produce some slips, put it in some water, and then put it into the container, right? Into some soil and grow you some sweet potatoes, friends. It's that simple. It's that easy. And if nothing else, they do provide a nice foliage, a cover crop for your ground. If you are looking to shade any other type of plants or create a foliage to keep the ground moist, so you can plant them plant the containers around a bed and maybe let those vines grow around some taller plants. Just an idea, friends, but be very careful about that because they do grow up and over and around everything. So be careful and check your companion guides for what grows well with sweet potatoes or what can grow well with a sweet potato. Okay, friends, so just wanted to come out and show you that. I hope this will be useful to someone. Okay, and go out and grow something. Don't look too hard at my garden. It's dry, friends, but stay blessed, stay beautiful. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and stay blessed and beautiful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.